All right. Hello, everyone. Uh, please tell me that you can hear me properly. There's no noise or I'm still not muted, right? Everyone can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Awesome. 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 All right. I see a few more people joining in. People can keep coming in. We will start our coaching session today. We're gonna be discussing Canva. It's going to be a little bit more hands-on training. I know a few people are driving, but whenever you get the recording, you can actually sit down and open your Canva and then kind of follow what I'm doing. I think this is kind of a class that you will learn more if you actually have Canva open on your on your laptop or your desktop and actually follow what I'm doing. And today we're gonna talk about some AI tools that Canva has. These AI tools will help you to be more efficient, actually solve a lot of problems that you might be facing as a beginner designer, right? Second is we're gonna tell how we do brand kits on Canva and how it works on Canva because brand kits on Canva is actually a great tool and you can brand any design into your colors and your fonts using this tool. So also a very, very good tool to know. Then we're gonna design a few open house flyers. We're gonna create one post, and then I will tell you how to record a quick video online. Hello, I see a few more people coming in. Awesome. All right. How many people up here already have some experience with Canva or have done some kind of recording, designing with Canva? Anyone who has some experience? Okay, Cat got some experience. That's good. That's awesome. Um, I will be using the premium Canva. If you have a free version, this is still gonna be okay with you. You can still use Canva, still follow this tutorial, but I will give you this that it's a good idea to invest in premium Canva. I promise you, it will save you a lot of money in the long run. You'll be able to do a lot of things yourself. You'll be able to save a lot of time. And I think most of the AI tools that comes with the premium Canva is amazing. I think it doesn't cost more than 15 bucks. So you're gonna be okay. Um, so yeah, hello. I see a few more people coming in. That's awesome. All right. So everyone here in the office, can you see the screen? Everything looks good? Awesome, 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 awesome. All right. So, starting with introduction to AI tools, let's give you a little rundown on Canva. I'm just going to open a quick Instagram canvas, or just a blank canvas right here. Or actually, just do this. Okay. So let's see what we have in Canva and how everything works. And then I will show you what AI tools we have in Canva. And we'll use them when we're making the flyers and the other creatives. So number one is your design. This is a shortcut where you can actually go in and find any brand templates you have saved. You can find any templates. Canva comes with thousands of templates. Most of the time, you will find what you're looking for or something that's closer to what you're trying to make. You will find all kind of templates over here. Whenever I design, I try not to design from scratch. I think it takes a lot of extra time and effort. So I always actually go in, find a template that's closer to what I'm looking for, and then edit it, right? Um, a great way to get more efficient. Number two, we have elements. In elements, you will see all the different types or all the different types of um, source or pictures or shapes and frames and all these that you can use to design your graphic. We have shapes in here, which is just square, circle. Uh, you can use this as bubbles. You can write in them. You can change colors. You can change them into different gradients. So that is our shapes. It has a lot of different shapes. Number two, we have graphics. Graphics is elements. So these are the, the small icons, and these are the small images that you can put on. So for example, you have like a 70% off. You can actually go in and find. I know that they even have equal housing opportunity logo in it too. So you can actually find that in there as well. Um, and a lot more things, a lot more icons that you can use here. That's our graphics. 3D is something new. This is same icons, same elements and graphics, but it kind of gives you a 3D look. I know they're working on some of like animation one too. But if you see, it has a little bit more 3D look to it, and that's all. There's nothing much different in graphics versus 3D. Animation is one where you can see that it's moving a little bit, the elements are moving a little bit, kind of make it a little bit more interactive. Nice if you're downloading a GIF, or if you are making a video, then it's good idea to use these kind of elements. Next, we have photos. This is my favorite. So these are stock pictures. If you have a premium Canva, you can get access to all these images that are here in Canva. If you don't have a premium, of course, you cannot use the premium pictures, but they still have a wide range of free pictures. You get most of these pictures are sourced from different free stock images websites online. So you will see like Pixels and a few other popular stock image websites. So they're actually sourcing them from that. Once in a while, it only happened once in last 6 years with me, where I actually got like a strike that, hey, there's a copyright strike on one of the pictures. And they were like, hey, you have to pay for this and whatever, whatever. Someone strike from Germany. Usually they're spam, so you don't have to worry about them. They're scammers. They're trying to take some money from you. So if you get it, don't get involved. You don't need to reply to them. But if it looks something very legit and you see actually that is showing the name of the photographer or the graphic designer, which you can find up here, then it could be serious. But nothing to worry about. If you just show them invoice from Canva, you're not liable to anything. So it only happened once with me, but if it ever happens to you, that's just the way. You just send them your invoice from Canva that you're paying for the premium, and they're gonna be okay with that. Next, we have frames. Frames is also very important. We have some mockups that we can use here. Frames is just, for example, this circle. If I want to put any image in a circle, then I can use frames, right? So if I go here and I look for a photo, this one that we just used, and I want to cut it into a circle, I can use frames. And once I put it in there, it kind of turns into a circle. So that's what frames are for. Another great way to use frames is for mockups. And I use it all the time. I think it kind of makes your graphics a little more interactive and kind of more nice looking. Um, so for example, the laptop one, the phone one, many times what I have done is if a client is calling me, and I will take a screenshot and put it up here looking like someone is calling on the phone. So it's a great way to make your flyers a little bit more interactive. If you go here, I'm pretty sure that you can find calling. Let me see. Let's see. Client calling. You'll find some pictures up here that you can fit in this as well, right? That's also a great way to kind of make interactive posts. So these are mockups that you can use for all the different kinds. Let me go back. Frames. If you want to be a little bit more fancy and you want more hearts and stars and clouds and all those, then you can also use these kind of frames. But this is just to make your graphic a little bit more nicer and give it a little bit more personality. Then we have grids. Grids is just collage. So if you click this, you can actually put two pictures, one up here and one down here. Simple as that. I actually use grid a lot for listings. So for example, if I want to show all my listings in one place, I will actually just put a grid there and then put three pictures in each. So you can do that way too. Then we have our videos. all the videos that we have up here, if they have a premium, then you have to get Canva Premium to use them. Otherwise, it's not going to let you download them. But if you already have Canva Premium, then all of these videos are available for you. They're free. So all these are again stock videos from most of the stock websites. That's where most of these are sourced. So you can use any kind of video that you like. I use a lot of house or realtor videos. Um, so you can actually use these for that. Audio. Now, they have great audios. I usually use audios from there. If you don't have a premium, that's okay as well. There's a huge range of free music that's available without copyright, right? Um, let's go back. And then we have forms. Forms is something new. It takes I'll tell you this. It would take a little time for you to learn how the forms work, but usually these forms are used if you're making a website or landing page on Canva. We're not going to cover that today, but it's a great way if you're making forms. Actually, you can connect this to an Excel sheet, and if someone actually responds to this, uh, all the responses will be added to your Excel sheet. It's a little advanced level, so we won't be covering it today, but someday we will definitely come back to this. They also have a mockup, a separate mockup section, which is similar to what frames are, but it has a little bit more setting to it. If you see like the phone is a little bit more 3D, it looks more real. So you can also use these mockups. I use it a lot in my designs. Sometimes I put QR codes on these mobile phones so people can scan them and people know what to do with it, right? Um, oh yeah, I will show you a few examples. We'll create a few actually. I'm gonna have fun with it. Charts, sheets, and tables. They are exactly same as forms, so they get connected to your Excel sheets. And what happen is that here are the sheets. So for example, this is if you want to make a dashboard. It's exactly like Excel, right? But this is also advanced level, so we're not going to cover this today too. That said, next we have text. Text is just adding text to any kind of graphics. We can do open house. You can go in here and change the colors into anything you like. Now they also have gradient in text that they didn't have before. And then you have a huge range of fonts that you can use for your marketing. Okay. I personally, for fonts, I try not to use too much cursive because I think it's very hard to read. If I'm using cursive writing, it's only for decoration. Like I don't want anyone to read it. It's only there to look good, right? Otherwise, I like to use very simple fonts. I think Poppin is a great one for that. Canva Sans is a pretty good one. Arimu is a good one. So all these are very good fonts to kind of keep your flyers very readable. You don't want to use fonts that are too decorative, right? I'll give you a few examples. Like this one is a little cursive, still readable, but if someone has to skim quickly, they will have some trouble reading this, right? And then you will have a few like handwriting. Let me show you a few that are handwriting. Like these ones, very hard to read. So you don't want to use fonts like this. I usually say use fonts that are easy to read. Um, Now you can also use fonts like display. There's Fair Display, Play Fair Display. I love this font. It's a little decorative. It kind of looks nicer. Let me make it a little white so everyone can see this. So this is still decorative, but also very readable. So that's the kind of fonts that I prefer most of the time. You can change the font sizes, make it bigger, make it smaller. If you're making a video, you can actually animate this font, right? So you can have them different typewriting, merge, block. All these are different animation that you can use to make your text a little bit more attractive. And last but not least is your effects. Now, if you want to give it a little neon effect to kind of capture people's attention, or if it's on an image and your font is not very clear, then you can actually add an outline to it. So we will, once we come to designing an open house flyer, we will jump into this. So these are your fonts. Next, we have brand. Brand is only available if you have premium, but I will tell you, this made my life super easy. Okay. So, what brand does is once you save your brand colors, your fonts, your photos, everything in this, you don't have to go back and start finding the colors again and again and do all the work again and again. So, for example, I think I have up here, I have Remix Galaxy, right? Now, for example, these are the colors for Remax Galaxy. I already have logos saved here. So I don't have to go in and upload the logo again and again. I can simply just click on this and put it in here, right? Simple as that. Also, the best thing that I really like is you can change the colors of the whole template just with one click. So if I click colors, it will change the colors according to the brand, right? If I click it again, it gives me a few different color types that but stays in that color palette that I already installed in there. So we're gonna go on how to set this brand kit for your brand and how then we use it when we're designing different flyers, banners, business cards, and all that. Okay. You can also say fonts. So if you have specific fonts for your brand, you can actually just click on that and it will always open that specific font. So we'll set that up as well. And also, oh, this is an old picture of Abuzar. I know he has a few new ones now. But you can save your pictures in here as well. And this way you don't have to go into the upload section and find it all the time. You can simply find it here. Okay. Let me show you the power of this quickly. So for example, we have this design, right? If I go to brand, I want to change the colors of this out. I can shuffle it and it will change the colors altogether of the whole thing. And this way I don't have to go in and change colors according to my brand. Then, of course, if something doesn't look good, I can always go in and change the color manually as well and make it look better, right? But just one click and whole design turns into your color palette. So very good in that way. There's a lot more options depending on what you want to use it for. You can add a lot more things in there. Next, we have uploads. This is where everything you upload goes here. We have tools. Tools are just like pencils, eraser, simple stuff like that. If you want to like write something on it, whatever, simple as that. Nothing too much on tools. Project is different projects. If you are someone like me who likes to be organized, then this is going to be your best friend. You can make folders for open house flyers. You can make folders for postcards. You can make folders for your social media posts. And then every time you want to create something, you don't have to go in and make something from scratch. You can just go in here, choose your design, and it will always open up. Just a way to organize yourself. Next, we have apps. So apps are actually third-party softwares in Canva that can you can use. There are many AI apps in there. One of my favorite one is QR code generator. So for example, if you need a QR code, you can just go in here and you can put uh, your link here.com and then generate QR code in like seconds, right? So also great to there's so many of them. There's way to turn images into videos. Some of them are paid, so you have to pay extra to the third party. But I usually use the QR code on this one. Let's go next. And then if you see, there's like a whole list of different apps that comes down here. All these apps are just everything that I have used or I have tested. So I would say if you want to have fun, you can go into apps and see different and play around. You can use, let's see, you can use before and after. You can add patrons. You can find audio generators, AI audio generators. So there's so many different apps that you can use. Next, we have backgrounds. Backgrounds is simple. Same thing that we have in photos. they have actually separated it in background. So if I click on this, it will just change the background of the image. That's all it does. Bulk create. Bulk create is also an advanced level. I'll tell you what this is used for. We're not going to go in detail today. Bulk create is, for example, you make a postcard and now you want to personalize it for 200 different people, right? You don't want to go in and then change postcard for each name, or you're making a personalized message for everyone. You don't want to go in and change each. What you can do is you can upload your Excel Google Sheet in here and tell it where you want to change the name, and it will automatically creates a whole bulk of content and personalize it according to each person, right? So it's a great tool. It's a little bit on the advanced level, but it's amazing tool. You can find some YouTube videos on how to do it, but we're not gonna go in today on this one. Maybe on the next call we can go in more deeper on this. But that was how your Canva looks like, right? Now let's go back. This is your Canva dashboard. So on your Canva dashboard, you have all these different sizes and formats that you can use to build anything that you like. Um, Here are some templates. If you want to see your designs, you click on this and you'll be able to see your designs, right? What I want to work on first is creating a brand, right? So this is our place where we're going to create a brand. So how you're gonna make your brand on Canva, this is the place. So let's get started. So if you have a, it's only on premium. Do you have a premium one? On the dashboard, on the left, you will see something called brands. Okay. So you're gonna click on this and you're gonna go to create new brand kit. I'm gonna do testing and let's do create. Okay. Now under testing, I can go in and put in some logos, right? Let's upload some brand assets. I'm just uploading anything up here. And then I go to colors. And what it already does, the logo I uploaded, it automatically captures the colors of my logo and give me a brand kit over here. Okay. If I want, I can keep this, or if I want, I can create my own color palette depending on what color palettes I want. Now, I'm going to give you a website that will help you to create your own color palette. Okay. So it's a website called colorhunt.co. This is the website I use to make brand kits for my clients. Um, for example, you want, you know that in your brand kit, you want red color. So you're gonna choose red, and it will give you all the different color palettes that have red in it. Okay. And then you say, okay, with red, I also need blue in it. And then it gives you all of them that has red and blue colors in it. Now, once you like a color palette, you can go in and copy the codes of that color palette and add it to your color palette on Canva, right? So it's a quick way to create any kind of brand. So for example, let's do this for my brand. Um, I love green colors. So I love this color palette. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna copy this, go to my color palette, erase and enter, and you see now that color is in here. And I will do it for each of my colors right here. So I'll just copy, add new, enter, go back again, copy, go in and add a new one, enter, go in, copy, and add a new one. There you go. And then I can also, I like to create one white and one black, because white and black is always going to be part of your color palette. Okay. It's a universal, these two are universal colors. So we're going to have our brand kit here. Then we go to fonts. Now on the fonts, I can pre-decide what fonts I want for my graphics. So title, I am going to go for Playfair Display. For body, I want to use Poppins. There you go. And then if I want some pictures, I can upload some pictures up here and just save that. So I'll just go in and put some pictures here. Let's see if I have any. Uh, I don't have any pictures, but that's okay. So, but you can put your pictures up here. Now, your brand asset is ready. So you can fill it as much as you want, however you want it, right? Now, if we go in and start actual work, which is designing open house flyer, then you will see how we're going to use these brand assets. Okay. So number one is I always told you is we're going to use templates. It's way better to use another template than starting from scratch because I think that will help you with doing everything from scratch. And I know we are realtors, we're not graphic designers, so it's going to be a whole challenge to start from scratch. Good thing is Canva has a lot of templates, thousands of templates that you can choose from. Another thing that they just came up with is these two filter option, right? So for example, if we're making an open house flyer, we can just go here and search for flyers, and you can find exact size that you need for your flyers. Okay. If you want to do, for example, a social media post, right? Then you can go in and find a social media post, and it will give you exact sizes of the social media post that you need. So it's a great way to find what size you need. So just go in, we're gonna make flyer. So I'm gonna quickly choose flyer. Style is also a great one that you have. So, for example, if you already know you like more elegant, more minimalistic, whatever style of designs you like, you can choose. For example, I like professional, right? Then all the professional ones kind of shows me those, right? Or if I like more minimalistic, then I can choose those. But this will help me to choose my my template. Now, here's a quick tip on choosing a template. I want you to choose a template that you are 90% sure that's the one I'm going for. Okay. You don't want to choose a flyer or a template that you're like, I like this 10% or 20%, but I'm going to go in and design the rest because I'll tell you, you'll mess up the flyer, you'll waste your time on that. There are three things to look in when you're choosing a template. Okay. Number one are if you find a template in your own brand colors, that's a win-win because changing the colors usually kind of takes away the beauty of the flyer. So if you can find one that's closer to your color palette, that's a good idea. Number two, you want to make sure that it has all the elements that you want in your flyer, right? So for example, you know that you're going to talk about your how many beds and how many bathroom it's going to have your listing has. So what you want to do is you want to find templates that already has bathroom and all that already in it. Okay. Third, last but not the least, for example, if you know that you're gonna put your picture in there, then kind of try to find one that already have a picture in there. Then you can switch from the other person's picture with your picture. This way you don't have to do a lot of legwork, right? On this one, by the way, there's less one that has pictures on it. So most of the time you have to do pictures yourself. But if you find one and you like the colors and you like everything else, I will actually choose that one so you don't have to do the whole thing, right? Uh, so for example, this one is very close to the color palette that I have. I think I'm gonna talk about the bedrooms and bathrooms and the square footage. So I think kind of looks good on that one. Okay. So I think it kind of looks good that it already have square footage up here. Kind of talking about the swimming pool, we can change that icon and talk about something else. And then we have kitchen, master bedroom, living room, all that on this. So I like this one. I think the fonts are easy to read. So let's use this one. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to do customize this template. And now we are ready to design. So far, any questions? Any questions online? All right, then we can jump right in. Number one is what I want to see on this flyer is my brand colors. So let's open the brand kit. Now I'm gonna see if my testing brand kit is up here. Let's keep going, keep going, keep going. Right here, this is my testing brand kit. So you already see the logo I uploaded, it's already here. The color palette is already here. The fonts I choose are already here. So all these things are already here. So I don't have to worry about anything. Um, let's shuffle the colors. Now it's exactly the colors that I chose from, right? Now because it's already a little bit green, so you see it kind of keeps that elegancy of the flyer. But if this was a red flyer and I made it into a green flyer, it might not look that good. That's why when you're choosing a template, try to find one with the colors that are closer to your brand kit already, right? Um, we don't have a logo, but if you have a logo, you can actually put it in here, wherever you want to place a logo. Now, what do we want? Let's actually go in and find a property to work on. Okay. Not this one. So let's go for Woodbridge. Let's look at a prettier house. Let's do this one. Yeah, let's do this. It's not good inside. You already know. How many properties? Okay, let's keep going. Uh, let's do this one. What do you think? Yeah, okay. So for example, this is our listing, and we are going to design this flyer according to this listing, right? Number one, this is the picture that we're going to change. You can also select this and see what size of the picture it is. Very simply, we're going to go here and we're going to see which picture will look nice here. Interior pictures works great sometimes, but if you have a very nice luxury kitchen, looks good. Don't put a bathroom on the main frame. Of course, it doesn't look that good. But if you have like a very luxury kitchen or very luxury lobby or like a dining area or like a living room, I will, or like a staircase at the, I can put that. But most cases, I would like to have some outdoor picture. Sometimes you have like a big tree outside the home, and it will make your flat look very cloudy, very weird. So that's when you don't want to use those kind of outdoor pictures. But if it has like a nice, like this is a very clean image, so we can definitely use this. So we have the image. Then just upload it. Go to uploads, upload it. And now you already know this is the place where you are going to replace the image. You just simply has to drag, bring it on, and that will change the image, right? Now, if you want to zoom in, you can actually click 2 times, and then you will see it has selected that image itself. Now I can hold these points and actually zoom in as much as I want, right? And this way, I can take out anything that I don't want to show them, right? So we change the images very simply like that. Then let's see what else we have in here. Our price is 48800. Very, very simple. I'm just going to copy, go here, double click, and change the whole thing. That's it. You don't have to do anything. Just copy and paste. It will automatically captures the design and everything else. Yes. From the listing. From the listing. Yep. So if you just go to the listing, copy the price, come here, paste it, boom, that's it. Okay. Uh, now, if I want to make this font bigger, smaller, I can definitely do that. I can change colors. One thing I really like is, for example, if you want to change the colors of this black into actually the colors of your brand, you can either you have the whole color palette up here, so you can choose from the color palette, right? Or sometimes you want to be a little bit more creative, right? You can also go here, click on the plus sign, and you can pick a color from the flyer, right? So for example, I pick a color, I take it here. I can pick any color from this. So for example, I want brown. So if I go here and I click on brown, there you go. It changed the color into brown, right? So you can actually pick colors that you want to, do. But I'm gonna keep it black. I think it kind of looks nice. Um, Next, of course, we don't want this. We can delete it, and that's it. We can let's put the address in. So for example, this is our address. So we're just gonna copy, go here, click on it 2 times, paste, and then that's it. Now see, it put it on 2 lines. That's just you have to just do a backspace and we'll bring it back to 1 line. Okay. Now if it doesn't fit, I will actually do this, make it 2 line anyways. Okay. Uh, Whatever the dates you have, you can change the dates on that. Now we're gonna come to the fun part, which is working with the icons, right? Number one is our square footage. So let's change the square footage that we have. We have 2,220. What a number. We're just gonna copy, paste, space. That's it, right? How many beds we have? We have 3 beds and 3 baths. Simple. We're gonna go here, 3 beds and 3 baths. Okay. Now, if we have chosen any other flyer that does not have this already, it was going to be a pain to set this up, right? Now, what if it wasn't there? Okay, for example, we don't want the swimming pool up there. We don't have a swimming pool. We want to put something else. So let's see. At the bottom, we say it's newly renovated, whatever, right? So we're gonna go here and I want to change this into renovated. Number one, I'm gonna change this into renovated, okay? And then I'm going to find an icon. So we can have a garage, yeah. Let's do a garage maybe. There you go. Let's do a garage. Okay. We say we have one garage, right? Or one car garage. Okay. Or I think it's called like single garage or something. But we can do one car garage, right? Now we just have to change this icon. So we're gonna go to elements, and elements, I'm gonna do garage, enter. And up here, there's a filter. So you can go for graphics, you can go for photos, you can go for videos. So if I do photos, it will give me all the pictures of garage. But what I actually need is a graphic or an icon. And if I click here, I can see all icons that has garage in them, right? I want to match that design with the icons that I already have, right? So if I put something like this, it's gonna look ugly because it doesn't match with all the different icons I have already in there, right? So I want to find the one that's closer to what we already have. So maybe this one or this one is the closest. So for example, we choose this one. We'll make it smaller. There you go. And now if I want to change the colors, I can choose from the color palette from here. Or if I just don't remember which color this was, I can just do plus sign, pick a color, go up here and just pick this color. There you go. That's it, right? And it's ready. One more thing that Canva does really good is it tells you about the symmetry of all the elements that you're using, right? What does that mean? Does this icon looks a little bit bigger than this one? So what you can do is just bring it right next to this one. And if you see now the bottom is aligning, you can hold the top part and bring it smaller or bigger and see where it kind of fits the best, right? This way you won't have like different sizes of icons and pictures and all that. Kind of everything looks symmetrical, everything looks balanced, right? So that's that. Then we have all these. So very simple. We're gonna go in, we're gonna find a picture of the kitchen. We're just gonna do save image. And then we have what else we have? We have master bedroom. Let's see if we can find the bedroom. This looks like a bedroom. So let's do this. Enter. And then we have what living room. Let's see if we can find the living room. I think it's up here somewhere. Is that the living room? No, that's a basement. That's a basement. Yep. Let's keep going. It's probably here somewhere. That looks like a living room. So for example, we'll save this. Okay. So now we're just going to go to uploads. There's one other way to upload it. You actually don't have to put it all the way in uploads. You can, if you drag it on to the flyer, it shows up there, and then you just have to hover it where you want it to be, right? It's a very simple way. I'm just gonna put it here. Let's put it there. There's one more to go. There we go. And then there you go. Right. That's it. Your everything is changed. Simple as that. If you have anything here, you can change this. You can change this. You can change the logos if you have a different logo. Now on this, what if I want Abuzar's picture on it, right? So I want to have Abuzar on this, but we don't have that much space. That's where you have to be creative, right? Kat, do you have a question? No. On the logo? Yeah, so we can actually maybe have some space up here. We have a lot of space up here. So I can maybe push the logo up here somewhere, right? Put it here, make it a little smaller maybe. And then over here, I can make some space maybe for Abuzar's picture, but let's try something. Uh, Another thing. So many times things will overlap each other, right? So that means you're moving one thing and the whole graphic is moving, which is a pain. So they also have a lock feature. So if you click on any element and you will see this small bubble that pop up, there's a lock feature on this. Okay. If you lock it, now if I select everything, everything will move, but not the thing that I have locked, right? This will make your life super easy. And then you can go in and then you can unlock it to move it again. There you go, right? So this will make your life easy. Another thing that is also important, if you go here, click on this three buttons, right? And you see a lot of options up here. You can actually go here and lock from here as well. One more thing is, hold on one second. Just zoom out. So everything that you click, you get also get this bubble where you can change colors, you can put in fonts, you can do all that. One more thing that they have is called position. Okay. So what position does is if you click on position, you go to layers, it shows you every element on this graph, on this flyer, right? Sometimes what happened, you put something like this logo and you actually lost it because it went behind this picture. Now you're like, I'm gonna have to move this and find it and then move it back up and have to upload it again and all that. You don't have to do that. You're just gonna choose anything, go to position, go to layers, and see where your logo is, and you can find it here. Okay, and then you can just move it up, right? The higher it is, the upfront it is. You can also just choose it and then go to arrange and do two back or two front. And if you do two front, it will come all the way up, right? And if you want to make it one step back, it just goes one step back. So this is just a way to kind of layer your elements however you want it. The more technical you get, the more practice you do, you will see you can make amazing design with this layers and positioning effect. Okay. All right. So now let's put in Abuzar's picture on it, right? So we didn't upload any picture here. So I'm going to change my tab into Abuzar and let's find him. That's his picture. Now, let me move this here. So this is his picture. Uh, if I make it smaller, can you take the background away? That's what I'm gonna do. Good question. So what I'm gonna do is I hate the background in the back, right? So we're going to go here, and there's also a premium feature, which is BG remover. That means background remover. And if you click on this, premium to do this. All AI has our premium features on Canva. It's like $15.
That's Pro here.
Yeah.
Mine is it says Pro, but it's not.
No, Pro is premium.
Pro is a
Yep, yep. So you already have it. There you go. Right. Okay. All right. Awesome. So for example, if I there's a lot of things that you can do with the AI that they have. So we're gonna go a little bit into the AI part of it. If I choose this picture, not supposed to go there. If I choose this picture and I go to edit, I have all these options to do on this picture. Okay, so we're gonna go one by one and tell you what happens when we play around with this. Okay, so number one is of course background remover. Uh, Let me actually zoom in. There you go. There you go. So number one is background remover. If I click on this, it will just remove the background, ready to go. Another thing that you have is background generator. This actually generates a background. So if you want to have like a different background, like office in the back, you can do that. It's an AI one. So if you click on this, you will just say what prompt you want. I want an office in the back, and then we'll just generate that. I don't use it a lot. I think removing background is way important than adding a background. So I don't use it that much. Another thing that I use a lot is Magic Eraser, right? So Magic Eraser will help to erase anything extra in an image, right? So anything that you don't like. It will not, yeah, you can pasteurize too, yes. For that, there's another one which is, yep, if you scroll down, uh, face retouch. So if you do face retouch, you can actually smoother your skin and that will kind of take out all that, um, anything that you don't want on your face. But if for background remover is, for example, let's go to this image, right? What we have in the background. So this image, and I want to edit, and I want to do magic erase. And for example, I'm like, you know what? I don't like this car on this. So I can just brush it off, right? Sometimes it's really good. It depends on the quality of your picture. And then you just say erase, and we'll just erase the whole thing. Oh, it's just like how you can do on your phone. How you can do it on your phone, right? One more feature that they have is click. So if you do a click, the best part is if you do a click, then you can click on the thing that you don't want. I personally feels like when you do click, it kind of captures it better than doing the brush thing. But sometimes it doesn't kind of recognize where to click, then you can use the brush. But you can just click on it and then you do erase and it will just erase it from the image. Um, See, this is much better. That's much better once you do the click. It's like this.
Right, let's see.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to clean the drive, I'm pretty sure you can. You cannot do that with the click, right? Because that's not like an actual thing that's sitting. So you can use brush, make it a little bit smaller, and then just clean it up, just like that.
If you just wanted to put some grass for the,
I'll come to that. I'll come to that. Yeah. We can do that too. Um, See, so now it's kind of cleaning up all the cracks and stuff like that. Just remember how this eraser actually work. It kind of reads what's besides it and then copies that. So for example, if I have a pole up here and I erase this, there are chances that it's gonna just duplicate the pole, right? So you have to be a little careful when you do these kind of things, right? Just remember what's around it. So sometimes it does that. Yeah, you can just get rid of the whole pole. Simple as that. And then fix the driveway. Yeah. Right. So it's kind of cleaning up and all that. It's pretty good. I don't think so. If I try to raise the tree, it's gonna work. Right. But it kind of takes out a few things. It can really capture that. So that's one. You can also magic grab. It's a great thing that I also like to do. And what this does is, let me just make sure that we don't have. If I go to magic grab, this is to grab anything in the picture. So you're not removing it, you're just moving it from one place to another. That is, for example, there's a picture where I have a can on this table and I want this can to actually be here. I can grab this can in the picture and move it. So for example, I do the click again and I say grab. What it's going to do is it's going to grab the car, right? So I just grab the car. There you go, right? So kind of just crop it and then you can move it from one place to another. That's all it does. Um, okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Yes. So for example, if you have like a sale sign that you don't want it there, you can magic erase it, or you can move it to anywhere else, right? Let's get rid of the car. Next, we have grab text. Simply, if there's a text written, then you can grab a text. It just reads only text, not the elements. Image to video. This is new, so I haven't really worked a lot on it. But this is, for example, if there's an image and you want to turn it into an animation, then you can use this. So you can just put in what you really want to do. So for example, I want the car to get out of the driveway. It will show me, yeah, so kind of back up. So it will turn my image into a video. Let's try something. So for example, we say, I don't know how good this is, but um, have a plane flying over the house. I know I use Gemini for this. I think it works way better to convert an image into video. But I mean, Canva is still learning. I think at some point it's going to be better. Um, Also with Canva, you cannot do unlimited image to video generations. I think there's a limit to three and four. So for example, there you go. So it added a whole ass plane right there. There you go. Right. So you can do some stuff like that. Yeah, it's not bad actually. I'm kind of shocked. It's not bad. Not needed on the flyer though. You can do it on like a YouTube video or something like that, right? So cool stuff to do there. Um, Another thing that magic edit is, for example, you want to put something else in place of something else, right? So if I do magic edit is, for example, God, I think let's do click. Let's choose a car and we'll do, I don't know. Let's try rolls. No, you know what? Will be funny. A boat. Yeah, boat. Let's do a boat. Let's see. So what it does is it's going to give you like four different variations, and then you can pick the best that you want. Nope, there you go. You got a boat right there. There you go. Choose the one that you like. Uh, yeah. Okay. So that's one more thing you can do. Another thing that I really use a lot is Magic Expand. And what this is for, if you click on this, this is, for example, on Abuzar's picture. Look, how's his arm is cutting off, right? But I need more. I want it to be. I want to see his arm, and I want to have him like a little bit more expanded, like so I can crop a bit better. So then, what I can do, I can actually expand it freely. Actually, hold on, give me 1 second. Let me move it a little bit up. So if it keeps doing that, see if when I bring it on there, kind of keep, yeah, what I would do, I would just lock this. There you go. And once you have to do lock 2 times, and once you lock, then it's not gonna do that. You're gonna go to edit, go to magic expand, and this is a free expand. So I'm just, for now, I just want it to be expanded just like that, right? And I will do expand, and we'll do the same thing. It will give me four different variations, and I can choose which one I like. Now, if you want to, so there you go. So now it kind of creates the whole shirt and the whole thing, right? So this way, if it's like not a proper image, I can actually fix it, right? Yeah. Yeah, he added a little muscles right there, right? Well, but he will like it. Yeah. He will like it. So for example, on this one, I will always tell you if you want to remove the background and you also want to expand it, do the expanding first and do the background removing after. Okay? Because if it doesn't have any background on it and then you try to expand, it makes it really ugly, right? So what you want to do, you want to expand first and then you can actually remove the background, right? Now I have more place to kind of put it and make it nicer and whatever, right? So this is a way to kind of expand the pictures. Any questions? Yeah, yeah, of course. You can just cut down and just put back up. Yep, there you go. You know, however you like it. Uh, do not flip your pictures. It doesn't look good. So I know, like for example, this one might be look good up here, but if I flip it, it doesn't look like a buzzer anymore. right? You think it does? Oh, really? You've been looking at him flip probably. Right? Yeah, that's what it is. Yes. Yes, probably.
Pre-AI.
Pre-AI. But that's how you make a flyer. One more thing that you can do is, for example, I don't like square there. I want a different frame, right? So I will go to elements, forget about this. You can go up here. Let me see, hold on. Or you can just search frame. Oh, it's right here. So you're gonna go to where frames, frame, and I want a heart, whatever, right? Then you can just change the frame into whatever you like, whatever, right? Whatever you want. Or you want a circle. There you go. Then you can put a circle in here. Another good idea would be if you want to put Abuzar's picture, we can just put a circle up here, right?
Yeah.
And take his picture and then just put it in here like this, right? Now, this is where expanding can help you because see how it's so closed up? If you expand the picture, then we'll kind of zoom out a little bit, right? So you will just go back, make expansion, and then put it back in there. That's all you have to do. One more thing that you can also do is, for example, this is your image, right? And you say, I don't like in new designs, more modern designs, you will not see corners. Most of the corners are rounded. If you want to a little bit more elegant, a little bit more minimalistic, so you can actually go up here. It says corner rounding, and you can round the corner just like that, right? And you can make it as rounded as you want, right? Secondly, you can also add a little bit of border if you want onto your image, right? Another good stuff that Canva does is, for example, these are two images, and I want to do both of them. I will lock everything else. I will choose both of the images, and I can do the corner rounding at the same time. Another cool feature is, for example, I have already done corner rounding on this one, and I added some border. I'm like, you know what? I want the same thing on this one too, right? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna choose this. You see this like paintbrush? You're gonna click this and click on this, and will automatically copies the design and the setting that you have done on the previous one. Okay, just a quick way. You don't have to go in and do corner rounding on each one. Canva comes up with all of these different good features that you can use and be more efficient. Okay,
Never on speed dial.
there you go. I know, right? Right. So that's how you make open house flyers, right? Let's see what we else we have on our agenda. Do you have any questions on this? Any questions related to this? We'll make one more quick template. So we'll get a hang of how we do it, okay? We can do a video template. We're gonna do that in a second. But let's do, for example, we want to make a Instagram reel about just listed property, maybe, right? So let's do just listed. In category, let's do Instagram post video, okay? And then you see we have some option. There's not much just listed one. Maybe I can change it to Instagram Reel. So yeah, I found this one which looks pretty nice. I found a couple of them here, right? This one is very close to the colors I like, the colors of my brand. So let's open this one. See, this one is very close to my flyer. So why not just go with this one? Okay. So we're gonna go here and we're gonna do customize this template. And here's my reel. There you go. You can simply play and I will show you how it kind of looks like when you be playing this. Um, Another way to do this is if you click on preview right here, it will show you the preview of your video. Let me move this here maybe. There you go. So I'll just show you quickly preview. And then that's it. Now, on a video, you can add animations. You can make it look nicer. For example, I want all of these elements to kind of pop up when my video starts, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to choose everything in here, animate, and I want it to be rise, or I want it to be popped up. Whatever I want, I can choose all of them together, and animation will happen to each one of those. Okay. Now there's ways if you want one first and then the second one, then the third one. It gets a little complicated, but I will show you quickly how you can do that, right? For example, you want this picture to come first. So you're gonna click on this, animate it, and you want it to be faded. Okay. But it fades too fast, so you're gonna slow it down, right? So it slowly comes up. After this comes in, you want to do this one afterwards. So you want this to be come in as a fade as well, but not at the same time. You want it to come in maybe 3 seconds after the first fade. So you're gonna go here. If you see up here, you're gonna click on three lines, and usually I think it's already opened up. You can just cut it like that. Okay. Now what happens is the first fade comes first, and then the second fade comes in. You see the difference there? Uh, for example, this fade, I want it to be even delayed on that too. So if you see now, this comes in first, then this comes in, and then the last one comes in. So you can actually change the timing on when the fade needs to come up. It's a little bit more technical. You have to probably come back to my video and watch it once you get the recording to understand how this works. But in simple word, it works like that. Once this is ready, very simple, you're gonna go to share, you're gonna go to download, and you're gonna download it in MP4. Okay. If you have a very high-end video of yours in there that and you want to look at really good, you can actually convert it into 4K and download really, really high quality. For social media, you can also do 1080. But if it's like a nicely high-end, if almost did your recording, it's like high-end 4K recording, it's a good idea to download it in 4K. It's going to take a little bit longer, but your quality will be much better. Okay. Simple as that. Last but not the least is my favorite, and I will tell you, I know not many agents do this, but I want most of the agents to do this, and I'll tell you, it will make a huge difference. Which is everyone do a lot of market updates on their Instagram, right? We have this static photo that we post on our social media. It says, "Hey, interest rates are 0.1% up this month," and no one reads it, no one likes it, everyone just skip through it. A good way to do something like this is, for example, I go on, we all, let's go on Google first and find some real estate market update. Why not, right? I'm going to go to images and we're going to use this one. I hope that you already have one. Okay. So, for example, you are subscribed to Current Matters because they send you those market updates every week and every month, right? So you get one of those, right? And you're gonna go to your templates and you're gonna go make an Instagram reel, okay? And we're gonna choose a blank surface, a blank, and then we're gonna take our market update, put it right here. Come on, go slow today. And this is our market update, for example, right? This is our market update. That's how it looks like. You can fit it in however you like it, right? We can use the expand feature in here too. But it's your market update. Now, what I want you to do is go to uploads, click on record yourself, and you see where it says record a talking head. Click on that. And what this will do is this will add that small circle down there. Okay. And what you want to do is you want to record explaining the market updates, right? And I will tell you your conversion rates and your likes and will change forever. People will actually listen to you. And this is how you see those TikTok. This format works great on TikTok. You can even like, if there's a news about something, a controversial news about real estate market, whatever, and you have an idea to talk about, I will just go here and then if you see here, it says record button. You click on it and you say, by the way, guys, well, it's gonna do three, two, one. Hello, everyone. Welcome to 2026. I just got market update for this month, and I want to tell you that interest rate are going down. This is the best time to buy, and we just got 581 active listing. That means it's going to be a seller's market coming up. This is your time. Go in, blah 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 blah, right? And then you just do done, and then your video is there. Then you just go in, download it, and upload it on your social media, right? This format works great.
It's gonna save your face.
Yes, so it's going to save my face and me explaining the whole thing. And once you download it, it's going to show the static image while me at the bottom explaining everything, right? So it's a great way to get people interested in a static post as well. Okay. I would tell you static post doesn't work anymore, right? So if it's just your picture with some writing, no one really sees it. What you really want to do is reels, and you want to do these kind of market updates, and where you are actually talking and it's explaining what actually is. Many people don't even know what this means, what this market update means. So you explaining them, breaking down for them, will actually add a lot of value for them. Any questions on this? Okay. Okay, sounds good. And then you exit, and then you just say save and exit, and then we'll just add it up here, right? Now, if I do preview, then hello everyone. See, then just up there. Welcome to 2026. I just got market update for. Okay. So you can just simply do that, and then put it on your TikTok and put it on your Instagram. Any questions on this?
What's your phone number?
I'll give it to you. That's all. I'm gonna take 5 minutes for any questions or anything else, and I do have one more thing for you guys.
Does this have an option for teleprompter?
Uh, I don't think so. I know that there are apps that you can use for teleprompter, but Canva doesn't have teleprompter itself. But you can, yeah, but you can have, there's a teleprompter app. It's called teleprompter actually. I think I have it. Let me actually show you quickly. Applications, tele. I'll show you. I don't know if I still have it. This one. This is a teleprompter app. Works great. You use it. Yes, it's amazing. There's a always download the pro version. You will feel like they're asking for money, but they're not actually. You can just cross that out, and then you can do two scripts at a time. It's a great tool. You can actually download it on your phone. So if you're recording yourself, you can put on teleprompter there as well, and you can, while you're doing Canva, you can also put it that time too. So it's a great way to record some videos.
You can check and see the questions.
Anyone has any questions while I,
Can you see?
oh, let me see the chat. If anyone has a question. Okay, can I offer a suggestion with Gemini AI? If you ask, will remove those items or cleaned up, upload the rest. That's a good one. What he's suggesting is instead of using the brush to remove anything, you can also take that image, put it on Gemini, and tell it to remove that cup, and will also remove it. It's just you have to have a separate, you have to take it out from one place to another and then do it there. But it's a great idea. I mean, if you use Gemini or if you even use ChatGPT, you can just upload your image and say, hey, I don't want that car there. I think Gemini is amazing. I use Gemini for my images creation, even picture editing. Like I'm like, hey, make my face a little slimmer and make me a little. Yeah, it does a great job. It doesn't go crazy in making me slimmer, but it's good. It's a Gemini. It's from Google, so it's same as ChatGPT. So instead of ChatGPT, you will download Gemini. Um,
There's an app as well.
Yeah.
Paid version, not a paid version? Can you remove the water logos, the watermark?
It does. Most of the time it can. Yes, yes, yes. Depending on if it's like a very big watermark, it can remove it. If it's like a lot of many small, it might be not that precise, but it's pretty good. It's very good. Gemini is really good. Um, let's see. Anyone else has any question? All right, guys. Here are a few things that you can do with Canva. We have a brand kit that you can purchase from us too. We customize it for you. We have a brand kit that has carousel posts. So, for example, you get a just listed, open house, neighborhood spotlight, local business features, event calendar. So we already create templates with your colors, with your pictures, and all that, and then you just have to go in and do a little bit of changing. We also have templates for reels and stories. So, for example, hey, today I'm at Dash neighborhood. So we can make those reels for you and just give you the template. What you have to do is just record yourself and just drag and drop your video in there, and you're ready to go. Okay. Similarly, we have postcard library. So, for example, if you have specific events that you do, Casey's not there. I was going to say she do biryani event, whatever. But yeah, we can customize those for you, and you will have one-time postcard that you can use again and again and again and again, just going in changing information. And all these templates that we make them on Canva for you. So it's very editable. You can easily go in and change. We also have pop buys. For example, you like to do like theater, movie nights, or you like to do events like that, then you can use pop buys. We also do printable marketing. This is very important. So, for example, you have listing presentations, you have sold strategy, like 7, 8 pages document that you give you to your clients. We can actually design it for you, including the content. We do buyer guides and seller guides with your pictures and your fonts and your colors, and then you can actually just print them and give it to your clients. So we'll pre-build all this. Usually it takes about 1 month. So we'll go through the color palette with you. We'll decide the fonts. So we'll take some pictures of you, and we could get everything ready, and then just hand it over to you. Similarly, newsletters. So if you need designs for newsletters, then we can do that for you too. We customize it. Once you have a template for your newsletter, you just have to go in and change the content every month, and then it's ready to go and get published. Um, so yeah, simple as that. Let me actually go back. It has calendars. So if you need like a calendar that like you give away calendars like Ramadan calendars and stuff like that, we can make those kind of stuff for you too. Same thing. Yep, same thing. So you can actually make those 2026 magnets, and all that. Let me actually open this. We You can have separate ones if you need like a separate, you only need a postcard or you only need a calendar or anything like that, then you can reach out to me, I will tell you. But we have a deal going on for New Year, which is you get all this stuff for $360. We'll customize it for you, and you can just we'll take 1 month, put your pictures in, put your colors in, put your fonts in, and then give you. There's about 30 creatives in it, including reels, calendars, postcards, guides, newsletters, and everything together. So it's a great deal that you can also take advantage of. Okay. If you need help, you can just text me here, or you can email me. It's pretty simple, umair@brandbonjour.com. Shimon will share it with everyone. All right, that's all. Any questions for me before I end this call?
That's deal about, how long is the deal about?
This whole month. Yep, yep, this whole month. Any questions, guys? All good?
Yeah, sign up for the 360.
Okay,
Because I need to get everything.
I'll get everything ready for you.
ready and-
Yeah.
Because I don't want to spend a lot of time making newsletters and all of that stuff. I already made it, but
Yep.
I should become that.
And our newsletter has very good open rate, 45% plus. So we have like 45% open rate up for our newsletters. Yeah.
Tags and all of this. Forget it, I'm done.
I get it.
Need to go sell.
Right. I get it. I get it. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the class. It's still a little beginner class. Hopefully, we'll do a little bit advanced ones once everyone is in a flow with Canva. If you have any questions, email me. I'm available to answer any questions. Alrighty, have a good one. Thank you.